Hey guys, Melissa here and welcome back to the Scrappery. So what I thought I'd do today is just carry on from where I left off. So last week I made this Traveller's Notebook insert and I showed you how to do pamphlet stitch and how I bind it with pamphlet stitch, and I decorated the cover. And today what I thought I'd do is I need to start working on this album, because it's for my word for the year, which is grow, and we're already now in April. It's April the 1st here in New Zealand today, so I have 3 months worth of documenting to put in this notebook. So what I'm going to do is work on my first spread, which will have this patterned paper, which is from the cut apart. So I used the B side for my cover because I loved that paper, and as you saw in my previous video I don't have much paper left, but I want to do like a title page and I guess a little bit of journaling about my word and why I've chosen it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do, I think, is make this closer so you can see better and put you onto fast forward. So the first little problem I had was keeping that cover page down because there was nothing to, it's the first page and there's no other pages to weight it down. So I just used a couple of clips from Stampin' Up! And just that border punch. So I'm going through these, I don't know what they're called, title cards or little words, phrases that come in the kit, and you get the whole packet, which is great. And I decided to go with the word this, and that will lead into my journaling. And then I had this, if you watched my video 2 weeks ago, I made a layout and I used my Sizzix Big Shot and I cut some leaves and flowers, and then rather than throw away all those pieces with the leaves, I've kept them. So here, I'm really sorry you can't see it very well because I'm not realizing I'm out of frame, but I just did the packaging technique with my watercolors and then I dropped some darker pink on so you can see it there, and I just wanted a little bit of, I guess, mixed media. It's not really mixed media though because I've only, I guess it will be once I finish it. I think mixed media, you're meant to use 2 or 3 different forms of media, but anyway, you get what I mean. And then these little Project Life journaling cards come in the PLK, and I have just trimmed off the edge so that it's not, so the corners aren't rounded, so I can line it up with the edge of the page. Now, when I made this journal, I didn't realise until I'd finished the cover that I had used it upside down because the words that are, those sketchy words that are on that little black piece under there, were upside down, but it didn't bother me and I've covered most of it up anyway. And this page on the left just looks really collagey, I guess, and in order to enhance that and use it to my advantage, that's why I'm adding that journaling card and then a few embellishments. So I'm working on the left hand side while I wait for the right to dry. I do have a heat gun, but I couldn't be bothered getting it out, and it was quite a sunny day and I sit near, my desk is near a window, and so I just let it dry on its own, and I really didn't want to warp it anyway. Yeah, but while I was letting it dry, I went through the embellishment pack, or the ephemera pack. Here is what I've got left as far as paper goes, and I thought I'd just show you. So I really don't have much at all. I love that cut apart sheet, and I was trying to think what I could add. None of the phrases really, or words really, went with my word, which is grow, and so I decided to use some of this beautiful ombre pink. I remember struggling with this paper when I first cracked into this kit, mostly because I would generally gravitate towards having that as a background paper. So here you can see there's a way you can rip your paper to get that white inner core from the cardstock. If you rip it in the way that I just showed you, you can get that on the same side as the colour that you want. And I do that often because I love having that piece of white show through. So, and this was dry enough, it wasn't fully dry, but I actually used this piece of paper to kind of anchor what's going on here. And then I struggled with cutting this off. My kids had taken my big pair of scissors. Normally it would just be easy to trim along, but yeah, you can see me struggling here. And in the end, I just had to trust myself and trim it off. Sometimes it's just got to be done. I tried bending up the edges, but in the end, I didn't really need to. The key for me with traveller's notebooks is to not over embellish and to try and keep things flat. I wanted to originally use this as a stencil and put the mixed media or paint or whatever through it, but I decided to use it as like a tracing stencil, and I've got this pencil that happened to be in my little carousel or whatever it's called, and it's purple, and it's the only pencil I could find, but and the reason for that is because my kids just get into my stuff, and it worked perfectly though with the kit. So I love this little flower die cut. I think it's perfect. I think the sketchy nature and the watercolour look goes perfectly with my page, and so I'm wanting to tuck it down there. And then I've pulled this sheet again, and I'm considering using one of these cut aparts. And then I decided that I did need somewhere to put my title and my word, which is grow. And if you want to hear more about my word, I think I explained it a bit more in my previous video where I made the layout. But I'll quickly say last year my word was strong, and I'm mindful of my word throughout the entire year, and I definitely became strong. And so in order to grow from being strong, I need to grow. And so already I've got several photos or memories that I need to get documented in this journal. And to be really honest with you, I am by no means a seasoned traveller's notebook scrapbooker. Justine on our design team is amazing. I love watching her process videos, and she's really inspiring me. I'm just starting, so I think the challenge for me is that I just love 12 by 12 layouts so much, but I'm getting so many of them. I've got 4 kids. Yeah, they're kind of taking over our house a bit, and so if I can get memories scrapbooked in these traveller's notebooks, then it's a win-win when it comes to storing all the scrapbook albums. And I love the smaller size, but I think the challenge is to create, it's like a double page layout, and that is what I will find challenging, but I'm definitely up for it. So yeah, hopefully I can share more of my pages with kits from the Scrappery. So here I'm just using those translucent stickers. They're absolutely beautiful, and I love the way they look on this page. I've used the word captured, and I've lined it up with the pink line on the edge of that label there. I've added some hearts and these beautiful little crosses, and what I love about these stickers is that you can layer them, and that's what I'm about to do. I've got the word, I think it's remember, and if you line them up with the lines on the card, or like the line where I put captured, it makes it easy to stick them down. And then I've layered that little flower over the top as well. So I'm nearly finished. I don't do my journaling on camera, basically because my kids have stolen my favourite journaling pen, but I do find it and I do that off camera, and you'll see it in my final shots. So now I'm using the Pink Fresh Studio little puffy stickers, and I didn't need to have a big title saying my word. I've already got it on the front of the traveller's notebook, and I just think this is the perfect little like intro to my notebook. So yeah, I'm really excited about filling this up over the year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week.